That's the perfect crime. You bitches! This is murder! What the f*** are you doing? Do it! Just do it!
Do it, kid. Never had a choice.
We'll do it live! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
Welcome to GPDHLN's
Master Debate.
Yeah, we didn't even come up with any terms for this competition. What does the winner get?
What do you want bad to happen to you, Adam? Because you're gonna lose.
I'll put $100 on it.
$100?
No, I'm not.
Because you're gonna be down so far, dude.
Call your wife and see if you can bet any money. You already owe me $100 after tomorrow.
Listen, the mob is out to get you because of your gambling losses, so I don't want to be involved with all that.
I'm up, baby. I had a good stretch.
What's a good stretch?
I'm not negative
You're down
anymore.
$600.
Nope, I'm positive. $11.
HIV.
Yeah, real
Yeah.
funny. Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Way to shame him.
Yeah, I've never been more pumped to hurt someone's feelings than I am right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a really good, hearty debate on these topics,
Mm-hmm.
and just throw the dirt over your body as you're dead at the end of this.
Yeah, you're really psyched about this, man. You're really trying to hype it up, like you're trying to be like the big guy, the tough guy in the fight.
You see, you're doing
Okay.
that thing that big pussies do, where they're like, "Oh,
Big
what
pussy?
are you gonna beat me up now?" Yeah, I'm gonna beat you up.
Did we settle on anything? What's the winner get?
I don't care if there's anything at the end of this. I just want the satisfaction of Adam knowing that he can't tangle with me.
How about I choose at the very end? You don't know.
That sounds fine.
Adam's gonna eat a scorpion.
I'll fucking kill myself. That's all
Well,
the motivation I need to win.
There's no chance.
you still haven't gotten naked yet for not ripping that phone book.
I got a lead on a phone book. Some phone books.
You got a lead on a
some
phone book.
phone books were delivered to a individual I know. I'm going to get my hands on it. It's gonna be taken care of.
Okay.
So you're not getting naked?
Not when I have a phone book here and you see me not be able to rip it. That's when I'll get naked.
Nate, have you ever realized how many false promises Paul has?
Name 3.
I mean, you said the phone book thing hundreds of times.
Because it's true.
You said you're going to lose weight. You
Okay.
didn't lose any weight. You gained weight.
Did you gain weight?
I did not gain weight. I did not lose.
And
the
3,
set
you
amount
said
of
you were going to stop hitting your kids. And holy shit, I walked in, you're beating the shit out of your kids.
weight. None of that's true. Only 2 of those
2
things are
truths
true.
and 1 lie. And that last one was true.
Incorrect.
Okay.
How about we make it for fucking $10?
Yeah, but I gotta wipe my ass with it before I give it to him.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever we got to do here. So I have 4 different categories here. They're going to be surprise categories. We'll flip a coin for who goes first.
Let's do it, Adam. You can. I'm at home, so you can.
You can call it.
Tails.
You can call it in the air. You gotta call it in the air, stupid.
Okay.
He's already fucking.
Okay, I'll call it in the air. Tails.
Fucking idiot.
Tails it is.
I'll let you go first.
All right, what is it?
Okay. Our first topic tonight is sports.
Adam doesn't know shit about sports, so I'm good here.
We're going to go with who's the better quarterback. We're going to go Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. I was going to say Wayne Brady.
I definitely think Wayne Brady. I think we can all agree.
Paul, I'm going to give you Manning.
Thank God. Number 18. Best there ever was. Oh, has time started?
Yeah, the time has started, Paul.
My bad.
Don't choke.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have as much time as you need here
Okay.
in this competition.
I'm
Feel
gonna
free
take-
to
I'm gonna
let
take
your
the next-
just go down a path. I
I'm
don't
going
care
to
where
take
it
the
takes
next
you.
40 minutes to let you guys know.
Go for it.
Peyton Manning ran that offense. He didn't need an offensive coordinator. That guy just sat on the sidelines doing dick. Peyton Manning ran that offense. He was the head coach, basically, of the Colts. He won multiple Super Bowls. on a team that never once drafted a defensive player. I don't know what all the stats are off the top of my head. These surprise categories here. But Peyton Manning is by far the best leader that there is out there. He's a born leader. Everywhere he's been, everywhere he's ever been, he's a fucking leader. After the Colts decided to go another way, they thought Peyton Manning's done. He went to the Broncos, won another Super Bowl. No matter where he goes, winner.
Is that it?
That's it for now. See what this dumb dick says.
Okay.
You have Brady. Go for it.
Okay, so Tom Brady. There's two GOATs that you talk about, Michael Jordan and Tom Brady. Not once have you ever heard in any conversation, any article, any news outlet, anybody say Peyton Manning is the GOAT of anything besides Allstate commercials, okay? Tom Brady has 6 Super Bowl rings. He went from the Patriots. Everybody said it was just the Patriots. It was just the scheme. You know, you reference, he didn't have an offensive coordinator. He left the Patriots. The Patriots bottomed out, didn't make the playoffs, and he went to a team that didn't make the playoffs last year and won the Super Bowl. At 43 years old, he has 6 Super Bowls. He holds tons and tons of records. He was an overlooked 6th-round pick who was expected to do nothing, right? And you're trying to compare Peyton Manning, who is a awesome, one of the best regular season quarterbacks until when it actually counted. When Peyton Manning got into the playoffs, he consistently lost. You said he went to the Broncos.
The fuck?
You said he went to the Broncos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did he win that last Super Bowl? With a defense.
Adam.
One of the best defenses in the last 10 years.
Okay.
Tom Brady,
System quarterback.
system quarterback. It's his system.
I'll give you your time.
When Tom Brady left the Patriots, it was his system quarterback,
Yep.
right? He took his system and he took it to Tampa, a team that didn't make the playoffs last year and won the Super Bowl. At the age of 43, Peyton Manning is sitting there making Allstate commercials. He's not no GOAT. He's not the greatest quarterback of all time. It's not even close. The fact that you even think that is because you have some man crush on his commercials. You think he's funny.
First of all, those commercials cannot be discounted as part of this argument.
Whoa. Hey.
Go ahead. What are you saying?
Those commercials cannot be discounted as part of this argument.
Okay.
There's nobody more marketable in the world than Peyton Manning. He is everywhere you look.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because he couldn't play football anymore.
Yeah. Or injuries.
You don't see Tom Brady. Tom Brady had one injury.
Adam.
One. Talk about reliable. He didn't have
Let's
to sit
talk
out
about
a
that
whole
one.
season.
Let's talk about that one injury where he missed the whole year,
Mhm.
and the Patriots still went 10-6.
Yep, and didn't make the playoffs.
With a quarterback that never did anything else ever.
Well, he went to the Chiefs and had a good little run there. I'm not
Did
saying.
he? Did he? What did he do there?
I'm sure
But
he won
got
some
a
games.
giant
We're
contract.
not talking about Matt Castle here, Paul.
He
We're
got
talking
a
about,
giant contract and
I
never
see
did
You're trying to
anything
defer
else.
away from Tom Brady because you're trying to
No,
discredit
I
what
want
Tom
to talk
Brady
about
did.
Tom Brady here.
Okay, let's talk
Because
about
he
it.
took Bill Belichick's system,
Uh-huh.
went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which, yeah, they missed the playoffs last year by this much.
Mhm.
By what, 1 game, 2 games maybe?
I think they were 7-9.
Right, with a quarterback who threw 35 interceptions. So if you just take away 20 interceptions, they make the playoffs.
But you can't take away what actually happened.
Sure.
If
But if Jameis Winston doesn't throw 40 interceptions that year, they make the playoffs.
and if Tom Brady doesn't go to the Buccaneers this year, they don't win the Super Bowl.
You don't
Tom
know
Brady. And you don't know if Jameis Winston took away 20 interceptions that they would make the playoffs.
they would have made the playoffs.
You don't
For
know that?
sure. You can't be that close and throw 35
You can't sit
interceptions.
there and say, well, if this one thing that actually happened didn't happen, this would have happened. And then I
Okay.
say the same thing,
So-
and you can't say that you can't discredit
So
that.
system quarterback Tom Brady
Okay. Greatest of all
takes
time.
Bill Belichick's system
Mhm.
to
Yep.
the Buccaneers,
Mhm.
and then has one of the greatest offensive minds of this era, Bruce Arians, calling plays for him.
Mhm.
Right. Do you know who called plays for Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning.
Peyton fucking Manning.
Right.
Nobody else.
Right.
Right.
Nobody else.
Right.
Jim Caldwell?
Are you shitting me?
That was a joke.
Exactly.
That one was funny.
There's no time for fucking fun and games
okay.
here, bro.
Peyton Manning consistently in the playoffs. They called him the greatest regular season quarterback.
Nobody called him that. Nobody.
What do you mean nobody called him that?
Adam.
I would have you look it up, but you're using your phone.
Adam. You're right
Mhm.
that Tom Brady has more Super Bowls.
Yeah, right.
Tom Brady also had better teams.
Some better
consistently
teams.
through his whole career.
What? Okay, so you're talking about what the Patriots did last year, or
Yes.
when Tom Brady's last year. That wasn't a great team. Tom Brady willed them to the playoffs.
I don't think that's true.
How do you
Adam.
not think that's
You-
true?
you're right.
He was
He
the
has a
one
lot to do
player
with it.
removed, and then the team fell to shit. One player removed, he fell to shit.
It wasn't just one player.
Yes.
It wasn't. And then they replaced him with Cam Newton, who is a running back at quarterback.
I mean, we're not talking about Cam Newton here. We're talking about Tom
But
Brady.
we're talking about, you want to talk about all the things Tom Brady did.
Mm-hmm.
When Matt Castle came in, he took them to 10-6.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
10 years ago.
More than 10 years ago.
Yeah, 2008.
Whatever the case is, Bill Belichick runs a certain system there that anybody can have success on.
But that's not true.
Yes, they missed the playoffs
this
last year. Yes, they missed the playoffs last year.
In 20 years when Tom Brady was with the Patriots,
Yes.
Paul, they missed the playoffs how many times?
I don't know. But they play in the weakest division in football.
And then they have to go into the playoffs and play against the Chiefs.
So
they beat the Chiefs
every year,
in Arrowhead.
Every year they end up the 1 or 2 seed with a bye.
Mm-hmm.
So you're automatically through the first round.
Right.
Now you're playing the weakest team because you always have the first or second seed.
Right.
Every year. You have the easiest path every year because you play in the weakest division.
But you can't
Tom Brady,
discredit-
for his entire career, besides last year,
Right.
played in the weakest division in football.
And at 40
how did they win the Super
and
Bowl
at
this
43
year?
years old,
Tampa Bay's defense.
And at 43 years old, he went in and he won his 6th Super Bowl.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
So you could sit there and say that it's just the defense. He's 43 years
It's
old.
not
He's
just
still
the defense.
he's still doing it. He's going to come back and do it again next year.
Adam.
He's still doing it. And you want to sit there, he's the winningest. He has more Super Bowls than any other quarterback of all time.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Peyton Manning has 2. He
Sure.
won 1 with Indianapolis.
How many Super Bowls does Bill Belichick have?
5.
Right.
Right.
So he got 5 of them with Bill Belichick.
So?
The best football coach that there's ever been. The NFL football coach there's ever been.
Sure. But that doesn't
Right.
take away from what
So
Tom
if
Brady's
I
doing.
If Peyton Manning would have played for the Patriots, how many Super Bowls would they have?
I don't know.
They'd have them all. They'd have them all.
This is a theoretical thing that I can't. You're
Right.
just putting that
if
in the
Tom
air.
Brady
This
played,
isn't bizarre.
If Tom Brady came and played for the Lions when he was a rookie, got drafted by the Lions, never would have saw the field. We wouldn't know
I
who
don't know
Tom
about
Brady
that.
was.
I don't know
Oh,
about
remember
that.
that guy who used to play for Michigan who
He
sucked
proved
there?
it this year. He left. You see, again, he
No.
proved it this year. At 43 years old, he leaves the Patriots. The Patriots don't do anything,
Right.
and he takes it to another team.
I'm
to
talking
the
about
Super Bowl.
That's an important point, Paul. Let's stick to the things that have actually happened, not the hypotheticals.
Okay, that's fine. See, this is how Adam is trying to get an edge by gaining your good graces to keep you on his side.
well, if
I
you're
think
playing,
your chair's even a little closer to his.
I think you're in fantasy land right now. Bring yourself back to reality,
Guys, we have to look beyond what has actually happened in the world and think about all of the other ifs. If Tom Brady doesn't play for the Patriots, there's no Tom Brady.
Yep. And
But there is.
You're right, there is. If Peyton Manning played for any team, it's the same career.
wrong.
It's this, except if he'd went to the Patriots, he'd have every fucking Super Bowl.
Didn't the last year that Peyton Manning won his last Super Bowl, didn't he get benched for Brock Osweiler?
You
for
mean
a
at
few
the
games
end? You mean at the end of the year
For like 4
when they
or
were
5
trying to
games?
save him for the playoffs?
Right, and then in the
Yes.
Super Bowl, what was it? I don't remember I know we won't know the exact stats in the Super Bowl, but didn't he throw like 70 yards in his last Super Bowl?
Adam,
Because he had Von Miller and the defense.
you're right. They had a good defense.
Yeah.
What did Tom Brady have this year? So you're going to discount Peyton Manning's Super Bowl, but not discount Tom Brady's this year? When the only reason they were there was because of their defense.
That's not true.
It is true. Their defense led them to a Super Bowl this year.
Paul,
yes,
they had a
they wouldn't have
high-powered
made
offense,
it. They
too.
would not have made it without Tom Brady.
Right.
I agree with that. But they won the Super Bowl. They got there because of the defense.
But you're sitting there saying-
It could have been Drew Brees. It could have been any other number
But
of
it wasn't.
quarterbats that got them.
It
there.
wasn't.
And it's the same.
And you sit there and say
the
Drew
same
Brees
goes for all of these other
and you
teams for the
sit there-
Patriots.
Hold on. You sit there and you go, the thing is, you go, they wouldn't have won the Super Bowl if Tom Brady wasn't there. But he was there. So isn't that the deciding factor?
No, I mean if Jameis Winston was still there.
No.
I'm saying any other of the top 15 quarterbacks in the league are on the Bucks last year. Mm-hmm. They are just as likely to win the Super Bowl as Tom Brady was.
I don't
That's
foresee
a
it.
fact, dude.
Against the most, they kept up with the Chiefs. They kept up with the Saints.
Right. Name a quarterback you think could have led them to the Super Bowl last year, if not Tom Brady.
Based on his GOAT status, I don't know if there is one.
Adam.
I just can't think of one. I don't want to bring in any of their names here. We're talking about Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning.
No, we're talking about teams that Tom Brady has been on.
Right.
Tom Brady, the best thing Tom Brady has ever done is put himself in the right position to win by taking pay cuts in New England so they could have a better team.
So he's a team player.
Right.
He's
I'm
put
not
himself
saying-
in a position
listen,
to better the
all of
people
what I'm
around
saying,
him.
All of what I'm saying is I'm not bashing Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady is a good quarterback. I think he's one of the greatest there's ever been. Do I think that he's a better actual quarterback than Peyton Manning? I don't.
I base it off of who's won more.
That's the only argument you have.
That's not the only argument.
What is your other argument?
What do you mean? What's
He's
my
got
other?
more Super Bowls. That's all you've said.
What other argument is there, Paul?
So you think that any team is based?
Paul,
their
you can sit there. No,
their
hold on,
quarterback
time
is
out.
based off
you
what
can
the
sit
team
there.
does.
No, hold on. You can sit there. They've had comparable stats throughout their career as far as touchdown to interceptions, yards thrown.
You can just watch it pass the eye test. Peyton Manning's a better quarterback.
I mean, next year when I watch Peyton Manning or Tom Brady still playing football, I'll watch him play.
You're right.
He'll pass the eye test.
Tom Brady is still playing because he can't let go. Even
can't
though
let
he
go
should.
because he's still winning.
Nah, he should let go.
He should let go. Okay, so if he comes back and wins the 7th Super Bowl,
he should let go and just go on fucking vacation for a while.
Why? When you're just winning all the time?
Because I'm just thinking about my own life.
Mhm.
If I'm 44 years old, whatever it is, and I have millions of dollars, do I want to go get bashed by 300-pound dudes? I don't.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna stay
probably,
at home.
yeah. That is your vacation.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna call this one.
I know what
I'm
you're
gonna
call
have to give it to
6 Super Bowls.
Adam.
Yeah. Thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
And
Listen,
Wayne Brady is the best.
Wait. That was an uphill battle, I thought. I understand all of the arguments Adam made. I think you made a compelling argument, and my argument wasn't very strong because
Didn't
I know
you
you're
just
gonna
like
go,
5 minutes ago say you were gonna dig a hole and bury me in it? Don't fucking try to play nice with me, motherfucker.
oh my
you
god! So
brought
you
this
win the
on.
first one, and now you think you're I'm gonna fucking destroy you. Fuck you, dude.
I am the debate stage.
You're doing that. You're doing that really. You just ran the Super Bowl argument. That's all you did.
All right.
Do you gentlemen need to take 5 after that?
No, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Category number 2 is going to be a current event in the movie category. Who is better?
Godzilla or King Kong?
I went first last time. So Adam, it's on you. Who do you got?
Adam has King Kong.
Mm-hmm. King Kong.
Go ahead.
So I think when you compare King Kong versus Godzilla, it comes down to a couple of things, right? Often King Kong is misunderstood, where Godzilla is just a violent, brutal monster who doesn't understand the difference between right and wrong, where King Kong is, like I said, just misunderstood often. And then when you also compare the many times that King Kong and Godzilla have fought, King Kong has more physical attributes than Godzilla. He's more mobile, more athletic. He can move. Where you see Godzilla just, he can breathe fire, but he has those little baby arms, much like your legs. He just has no way of beating King Kong in any other fight. King Kong to me is just a superior character, misunderstood, almost like he's a good guy, where Godzilla is more of just a mindless monster who just wants to destroy cities. Paul?
So clearly you didn't see the last Godzilla movie.
No, I don't.
Where he was literally the hero of the movie by destroying all other monsters.
I've never seen that one. I'm going.
So
I'm
that's
going
how you
through a
start.
history.
That's how you're starting your argument.
Which
is by not knowing
storyline are you
shit.
in? You're in the most recent, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So Kong and Skull Island,
different storyline.
where he was the hero of that movie
Yes.
as well, right?
Yep.
All right. You're right. More athletic. You're right. Baby arms,
Yes.
razor sharp teeth.
How are you going to get me?
I'm going to bite you.
I'll just stand over here.
You have to get close, right?
I got these long gorilla arms.
Oh, you're too far away. You know what? I'm gonna breathe fire at you.
But here's the thing.
I'm going to light your stupid monkey hair on fire.
Wow. Godzilla, because he's an athlete, he can
Godzilla
move.
is an
Or, I'm
athlete,
sorry,
you're right.
King Kong's an athlete. He'll just dodge that
He's
fire.
just gonna dodge the
Yes,
fire
because
by
when you look at King Godzilla, he's so slow and lethargic.
He's not.
just-
What are you talking about? Dude
you know?
lives underwater.
Yeah. We're taking
Comes
this
up.
We're
comes
taking
up
to this
when,
fight to the
when
land.
When Kong's, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go get me a drink. Nope. There's Godzilla. You're fucking dead.
Well, Godzilla
Pulls him into the water and drowns him.
No.
Oh, he broke free. I'm gonna shoot a fireball into his back and light him on fire. Are you kidding me? You say he's got baby arms. You know what else he's got? A big giant long tail with spikes on it. Mm-hmm. So get around that. Oh, he's too far away for me to get my little T-Rex arms to. Guess what? Oh, tail right to the face.
Well,
now you're down. Now I'm shooting fire at you. No matter what, any fight between the two ends with King Kong burnt alive.
maybe we can look this up, but how many times has King Kong versus Godzilla happened?
I don't know.
And how many times has King Kong won? I don't know either, but I guarantee it's more than the other way. where
How
Godzilla
do you
beat-
figure?
'cause
How
it's-
can you guarantee something? Just like the last debate.
Oh my God, here we are. Live in the now, buddy.
You're saying things that aren't true.
How is that not true?
You just guaranteed something.
yeah, I mean, we can look it up.
You guaranteed something that isn't fact.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we cannot look it up.
Hey, tail,
Mm-hmm.
teeth, fire.
Okay.
Can go underwater for extended periods of time.
So let me shoot you with this because King Kong
Yep.
is an ally
Looks
to the
out
human-
of place no matter where
to
he
the
is.
human people, right? So if you have King Kong and Godzilla and they're squaring off, right?
Oh, now
you
you
also have 8
No.
billion other people
Adam.
going to be shooting rockets in the
You-
military.
what you
and
are
everything.
describing is exactly the last Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
King of Monsters?
Yes.
He's literally the king of monsters.
Yes.
He's on this earth
Right.
to keep those other monsters in check. That's what he's here for.
Right.
So what are you talking about? The last movie was legitimately Ice Cube's son flying around in a helicopter fighting the other monsters side by side with Godzilla. So thank you for making my argument. Go fuck yourself.
You have to make it personal.
Oh, I do, because now last time you're throwing dirt on my grave, remember?
That's what you said.
That's what I said, and then you said it to me, now I'm saying it back.
I never said I was going to throw dirt on your grave. I said you were saying you were going to throw dirt on my grave. And I got kids at home, bro. And they don't appreciate that. I'm just saying.
Have you gentlemen made your points?
My point is, hey,
I don't have a strong-
I ran it down. I ran it through for you. Teeth, tail, fire.
Oh, I've got it written down.
Man of the people.
He's not a
Athlete.
man. He's not a man.
Well,
He's
eventually
an
he'll
ape.
evolve into it.
That's not how evolution works, but go
Pretty
ahead.
sure it is.
No, it's not.
Read a book. Man of the people.
Hey, let me ask you this.
Athlete.
Where does King Kong go for camouflage? Let's say he's hurt. He needs to rest for a minute. Where's he go?
Where does he go?
Yeah, where's he go?
It depends on where we're at. Where are we at right now?
New York City.
Hill's Empire State Building.
Because Godzilla won't be able to find him there.
Yeah, because
Standing
Godzilla's
on top of a building.
No, he'll be on the side of it because Godzilla's so like bulky and like he just trip over
Dude,
stuff.
you are insane if that's what you think. He's as fast as King Kong. He can't swing around. You're right, he doesn't have the arms, but he's got the tail, dude.
But he'd catch the tail, pick him up over his head,
And like
swing him and
I'm
throw
thinking
him.
size-wise, isn't Godzilla much larger than King Kong?
A little bit, yeah.
Much larger.
A little
like
bit.
maybe he's the same size as the Empire State Building. So it's going to take him a lot less steps to get to the
3
Empire
or
State
4
Building.
feet. That's all you're talking.
3 or 4 feet? No. Incorrect.
I'm going to go ahead and call this one. I'm going to give Paul the point on this topic.
That's goddamn right. Keep tail fire.
Where King Kong has brute force and speed and strength. Godzilla also has all of those attributes.
And
In
fire.
addition to fireballs and lasers shooting out of his mouth,
Yeah.
whatever the hell else he does.
Okay.
Have to give it to Paul.
I don't agree, but I understand it.
His power is unlimited and unknowable. King Kong's just an ape.
Wow, just an ape?
Just a big giant ape.
Yeah, say it to his
What's
face.
what's a gorilla do?
What do you mean? What's a gorilla?
What's a
do?
gorilla do when a lizard shoots fire at it? It dies.
Well, Godzilla's not a real
Ooh.
thing.
Yeah, lizard brain. He's probably got a little small brain,
Yeah,
doesn't
really
he?
stupid.
Yeah, okay, you guys want to go fight an iguana right now? What are you talking about?
I'd eat one.
You'd eat an iguana?
Start with the legs.
Okay, well, we've already given the point to me, so we're over. Let's move on.
All right, we got 2 more categories here. 1-1. Next category is going to be music.
Megadeth versus Metallica.
God, no.
We'll
please
give
God.
Dave Mustaine.
Hello, me.
Let's do Blink 182. Who's better, Matt or Tom?
I don't know. Who's
we'll,
better?
We'll go
Matt or
with
Tom?
Paul this time. Paul, you have Matt.
Well, that's a hard one. But here's what I'll say. Tom DeLonge sucks. The only reason people like him is he was originally there, so you have nostalgia for it. Anybody who's new to Blink-182, let's say, even if they're older but never listened to Blink-182 before, they're going to choose Matt. Because everything Tom DeLonge does, he plays a song, throws a bunch of flanger on his guitar. Wah, wah, wah. Everything sounds like his other shitty band, Angels and Airwaves. And everything is about aliens. He wants to sound super deep all the time. The guy sucks. He's a total douchebag, 1,000%. Aliens don't exist.
Okay, Paul, you need to be making the case for
Matt,
the band,
okay, you're
band
right,
member
but-
that you're
Okay.
trying to make a case for. Not shit on
Well, that's my only argument. I on the last CD, not the last one, but the first one with Matt Skiba,
What was that one called?
California.
Okay.
I felt like the difference between the two. I did not hear all of the stupid bullshit on guitar that there was.
What's his last name?
Skiba, Skiba. That's his name, right?
Okay.
I might be pronouncing it incorrectly.
Yeah.
I mean, me and him aren't buds or anything.
Right.
But that's how it's spelled.
Okay.
There wasn't all the bullshit on guitar. And that's my main gripe with Tom DeLonge is that once he quit Blink-182 the first time, went and made Angels and Airwaves, or however that all worked out, everything he did after that had the stupid flanger on it that Angels and Airwaves had on it.
Again, we're talking about Matt, not Tom.
Yes.
Do you mean flanger?
Matt.
You keep saying flanger. Do you mean
Flanger.
flanger?
What is it?
Flanger.
So, but you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so eat a dick. That shitty noise that he puts on his guitar makes everything sound exactly the same, and he's got it in every single song. Matt Skiba, does not do that. He just plays guitar. He just makes a good pop punk song, and then that's it. There's none of the other bullshit. I like his voice better. He doesn't have that stupid, where are you? That stupid bullshit voice. That, like, I don't even know what accent that is. I realize I'm still just shitting on Tom DeLonge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you points here, but you're not really making any other than the fact that this guy sucks.
Do you mind,
He's
do you
so
mind if I
boring.
jump in?
I didn't even know his last name.
Do you mind if I jump in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have no points. So, yes, Adam, by all means.
Okay, so
Where are you?
yes. Without Tom DeLonge,
Yes.
there is no Blink-182.
And he'll tell you that every time you hear him
Blink-182
talk.
was started by Tom DeLonge,
Okay.
right? And you sit there and you keep talking about with this Matt that's on the last two albums, right? Blink-182 started in the early 90s.
Yeah.
They had Cheshire Cat, Dude Ranch, Enema of the State, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, the self-titled, Neighborhoods. Tom DeLonge wrote all of those albums with obviously the help of the band members, right? If you look at the credited writers on Nine in California, the list is from floor to ceiling. So you want to talk about Matt writing all these songs? He did with 300 other people.
Right.
Blink-182 started with Tom DeLonge, and obviously it's progressed into different things, and he went and played with Boxcar Racer and Angels and Airwaves. But Tom DeLonge, all the classic, every Blink-182 song that you think of, and the iconic, all the small things, the rock show, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, all those songs were written by him, right? All the songs that you can sit there and they come on the radio and you go, oh, yep, that's Blink-182. You cannot do that with these new albums. Maybe you as a fan of Blink-182, but worldwide, when you hear all the small things, you know. When you hear Josie, you know. You know that that's Blink-182 because it's iconic. Tom DeLonge, his guitar playing, his voice, it is a little bit different. But without Tom DeLonge, there is no debate because there is no band. And you want to talk about better, those last two albums were just overproduced.
Adam.
We got to pump something out. We got to do something because we haven't been a band.
If Tom DeLonge is so much better, then why doesn't the rest of the band want him in the band?
Probably because he's went a little crazy personally. But as far as like a songwriter,
Douche.
maybe we're not talking about if he's a douche or not, or if you don't like him because he's all about aliens. We're talking about who's better.
Are we talking about that? It's Tom versus Matt.
I feel like we're talking about the David Lee Roth of Blink-182.
Sure, absolutely, you could say that.
But yeah, I guess you're right.
There is no Blink-182 without Tom DeLonge. Every iconic Blink-182 song was written by him.
But that's not true because Mark wrote a lot of those songs.
I'm sure
also.
he was a part of it. Yeah,
right.
absolutely. But
and also, if you go back, I bet that after maybe Dude Ranch, there's a lot more writers out there than you think.
Maybe a few producers. But if you look at the last two albums,
you're right.
It's embarrassing. I mean, it's like, oh, okay, they're just trying to make money. Just pop.
But
I'm sure that's. I know what I'm saying is, they were just like, okay, we have to write catchy songs. We have to do this. We got to have songs on the radio. Can you help us?
Listen. In this debate, Matt versus Tom, you're right. There's no Blink-182 without Tom
Write that
DeLonge.
down.
I understand that. But when I hear old Blink-182, I don't really have that feeling. But when I hear new Blink-182, you know what it reminds me of? That I hate Tom DeLonge because of all of the stupid shit because he ruined half of
Paul.
Blink-182's catalog with, what do you call it?
What?
Flanger? Flanger?
Yeah, like a flanger pedal.
Is that flanger or flanger?
Booger flanger.
Flanger. Like, that's what I say.
Oh, okay. We'll have that
We'll
on the
look
next
that up,
debate.
too.
But what I'm
It's
saying,
flange.
Paul, without Tom DeLonge, there's no Blink-182.
Right. Without Mark,
hey,
There's no Blink-182.
Think about it like this. Growing up, back in I would say growing up, they were my favorite band. As I'm 30, almost 32, they're not my favorite band anymore. But there is that. If I play music.
Are you
I wouldn't
almost
play,
33?
I'm almost 32. If I didn't, if there wasn't, fuck you. If I didn't listen to Blink-182, I probably wouldn't play music, right? But when you sit back and you listen, every song from Cheshire Cat, Dude Ranch, Enema of the State, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, the self-title, and even Neighborhoods, you can pick songs out that go, that's fucking awesome. When you listen to California and 9, it's like,
9, I have not listened to as much.
Yeah.
But California, they had plenty of good songs. Plenty of good songs that made me think, I like the direction this band is going because Tom's not a part of it.
right. And then they
So
and
my
then they
my
made
only
another,
argument,
and then they made another album that was completely different. So they weren't going in any direction. They were just, let's just make
the direction
hits.
is Tomless.
Okay. I disagree. And I think the majority of people would disagree.
You're probably
Without
right.
Tom DeLonge, there's no Blink-182. All the iconic Blink-182 songs ever written had the influence, maybe not directly, completely written by Tom DeLonge alone, but had the influence of Tom DeLonge. Guitar, lyrical, all the structure of the songs.
My best point here, though, is if Tom is so much better, the band would want him in the band.
I disagree.
They
If
don't
I-
want...
If we did
If
this
Mark
podcast,
and Travis don't want him in the band,
he might be a lunatic. He might be a crazy person. If there was the four of us are doing the podcast like normal, right?
right.
And all of a sudden, say Nate turned into like like you can't stand him. He sucks. He stinks. We hate him.
So
Even
I've gotten better.
He's got
Tom DeLonge
no.
does
What
that.
I'm saying is, we would be like, well, he brings a lot. He does all the video, but I can't stand hanging out with him. So we'll sacrifice the video. We'll get somebody else.
Makes sense.
Sure.
Anything else, Paul?
No, Tom DeLonge's a douche. I'm glad this topic came along. I'm going to lose the point. I get that. Tom DeLonge's a douche, and I'm glad that it's out there that I feel that way. That's all I know.
We know. You say
It's
it
on
every
record.
other fucking day.
Okay, well, but this podcast, somebody's going to listen to this one, and they're going to fucking know. That guy hates Tom DeLonge.
Man, we'll see.
I'll
Stupid
write it down that you
flanger.
conceded, Paul. We'll give this point to Adam.
I'm not conceding. I'm just saying you're right. All my points were that Tom DeLonge's a douche and nothing positive about
Right.
Matt. I understand that, but
You know how inconsequential he is? I didn't even know his last name. I didn't
you
even
don't.
know
You're
who
not a
he was.
Blink-182 fan,
I listen to Blink-182 when you guys listen to it.
right?
When he comes over and just hits on.
He's looking for the aux cable to change it.
All right, here we go.
That's it.
2-1.
Last topic, boys. Last topic. All right. This is going to be a big one. Also in the movie category, we're going to deal with universes. I believe we went with Paul first the last time. So, Adam, start us off here. We're going to be talking about Marvel versus the Star Wars universes. Adam, make your case.
Who do you got? Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to sit there and say you think Marvel is a better overall collection of movies than Star Wars. And what I'm going to tell you is without Star Wars, Marvel wouldn't exist. Star Wars was like the first superhero, not budget, but big box office movie.
Take
Right?
a point off for that.
Fuck you. So, without, like I was saying, Star Wars, it's an iconic movie that has a bigger following than Marvel. And I know Marvel is new, but the first A New Hope was made in, 1978?
79. I believe.
79?
77.
You still watch that movie today, and you go, I mean, obviously the graphics aren't there, and it's, it's a movie made in the 70s, but it's still an iconic movie that you can just watch over and over and over again, and it's generational. 32 years old, I have a 10-year-old son. Me and him have sat down, and it's like, hey, let me show you something. And when I was growing up, Dad would be like, hey, let me show you something. And we watched the Star Wars movies, and I sit there and watch the Star Wars movies with my kids. And with Marvel, obviously it's new, so obviously we've seen those movies together. But the I guess grip that Star Wars has on like society and that culture of like comics and all that kind of what am I looking for? Cinema, I guess. It spans generations. Where Marvel is a new thing as far as like the movies is what we're going to talk about. You can't look past how much of an influence Star Wars has had on every single action, space superhero movie that comes out today.
Is that what you got?
Yeah.
You said Marvel wouldn't exist without Star Wars?
Yeah.
The first Star Wars movie came out in 1977.
Okay.
Marvel was around before that.
Right.
Right. So how could it not exist if it started before what you're talking about?
I don't think it would exist today like it does today as far as like as
Why
big
wouldn't
as
it?
it is.
Why wouldn't it? What did Star Wars contribute to the Marvel universe?
Just the iconic superhero, space, all that.
Oh, so every space movie that there's ever been
Yes.
owes its
Yes.
success to Star Wars.
Spaceballs.
Okay, sure.
Without Star Wars.
What year did Star Trek come out?
I'm not sure, Paul.
The 60s.
Did it?
Yeah. So does Star Wars owe all of its success to Star Trek?
No.
Why not?
Because if like I
Why
said,
not?
you don't sit nobody sits back and watches Star Trek movies from the 60s or the shows from the 60s.
People
go back
absolutely
and watch
do.
all the time. Watch
Adam.
A New Hope all the time.
Are you telling me you've never heard of a Trekkie?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Are you high as hell?
No.
People watch Star Trek as much as they watch Star Wars. Star Wars has a huge following of, I don't know, how old are you? 30 to 70-year-old men.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Marvel has, from little kids, because I've taken your son. He came to me one day. He's like, my dad keeps making me watch these shitty Star Wars movies. Please take me to see.
See, now you're just lying.
Please take
you're
me to
just
see
lying.
this new
You're
Avengers
lying.
movie. I took your son to see
That's
Avengers.
true.
That's true. You know
didn't
why?
talk to you like
Because
that.
he wanted to go to see this awesome movie that was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Those Star Wars movies, you're talking about, oh, they're classics or whatever. Yes, they're classics. They're not any good. They
Wow.
have a boring story, a lot of which doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know as much about Star Wars as you do, but when you watch a Star Wars movie, tell me you're not a little bored.
No.
There's
never.
like it's got all that
Edge of your
same
seat.
old. It's the edge of your seat when you're watching Luke just walk around in a desert.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a
storyline,
fucking
man.
break, dude. When you're watching two
the
droids,
journey.
two
The
droids
journey
wander
of the
around.
characters.
Ooh.
It's the character development. It's the
just
journey
have,
of the characters.
They just have magic men flying around with light swords.
Yes, they're called Jedi, Paul. And we're gonna sit here and talk
Okay.
about the Marvel movies.
Okay.
There's just you
Adam,
you sit there and
time.
go, well, hold on.
Listen, no. This
No,
is
no.
my time. This is my time.
All right,
Shut
whatever.
the fuck up.
Hey, take a punch
Tell
on
me,
that.
tell
Keep
me,
cursing.
if Star Wars was so good, why did George Lucas go back and edit it and put all that extra bullshit in? If it was so good and so it was edge of your seat excitement, why have to go back 30 years later and try to make it better?
Because of technology
Time
and the
out.
advancement with
Time out. Next step. So we're looking at, here's all of this, the first 3 Star Trek movies, all the lore. Now we're going to do the prequels, right?
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
Lore.
I'm sorry, the Star what?
The Star Wars movies. What
You
did I
said
say?
Star Trek.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, because Star Wars owes all of its success to Star Trek.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, then they run into these new prequels, and now they're talking about midichlorians in the blood and all this nonsense, right? Where did that come
Hey,
from?
time out. Let me
Tell
hit
me
you
where
with
that came from.
Hold on, pause.
No, that came from George Lucas not being good at writing movies. He's dog shit, Adam, and everybody
Hey,
knows it.
did you see how he's doing this
What
thing?
other movie has George Lucas
Hey,
made?
have you ever seen he's doing that
Howard
thing
the
again?
Duck?
He's not making a point of
What are we talking
Marvel.
about?
Yes,
He's
you
just
need to.
shitting
I get,
on-
yeah.
Okay,
You are drifting over into
right.
Adam's.
you're right. He's
universe
he's
here.
baiting me into bullshit here because what we should be talking about is how bad those movies are.
Okay.
Not just the prequels, but all of them. As a whole, they're a good whole set of movies to watch, sure. But they're nothing like the Marvel movies. No other franchise in the world covers so many movies. You go back all the way back to 2008 when Iron Man came out, and I was like, fucking Robert Downey Jr. to play Iron Man. I went and saw that fucking movie. It blew my goddamn mind. Blew my mind. Then they run it right into the next one, and the next one. There's 1,000 movies, and you go back, you can watch them all again, and all of the movies intertwine, and they're all interconnected. Even when the movie comes out and you don't know it, There's like something happening in the background that if you go back and watch it, you'll be like, that's from that other movie. I didn't even know that. And that's the type of shit. It's like when you watch Back to the Future and you can go back and it's like, it was the Twin Pines Mall, but then they ran that tree over. Now it's the Lone Pine Mall. Star Wars, or the Marvel movies are like that constantly. Go back and watch it. And guess what? The Marvel movies aren't done. They're still going over and over and over again. They're not just pumping out bullshit movies for Disney to make $1 billion. They're not doing that.
Did you watch The Mandalorian?
The Mandalorian sure is good, Adam. You're talking about one show in a history of dog shit.
Saga.
A saga of dog shit.
Thank you.
A saga of shit. That's what those are. Tell me, Adam, what your thoughts on the end of Endgame were. When Captain America's standing there and the fucking Thor's hammer flies to him. Mm-hmm. Tell me you were doing that in your voice. You fuck you were, motherfucker.
Are you fucking kidding?
I think I watched it with you.
Endgame, and I'm sitting
And you
there
got
blackout drunk,
right.
and I'm looking at you, and you're like, and I'm looking at Kazor,
Adam.
and he's actually crying.
That's true.
And I'm like,
Kazor was drowning in his own tears.
And all I was doing was adjusting my seat, thinking it was the funniest fucking thing I've ever thought of in my life.
You ruined that movie for 11 people that were also in that theater with us.
Yeah, 11 people.
The 11 people that were we're within distance of watching you just do it over and over again.
Seen the Force Awakens sold out.
Adam, I'm pretty sure Marvel has beat all the Star Wars movies.
Maybe
These last two installments of Avengers. So if we're just talking about box office numbers, the whole Marvel universe, for sure.
Well, yeah,
they
because
take the
there's
cake.
3,000 Marvel movies.
Right. So imagine a series of movies where they take 3,000 movies, and it's probably closer to like 25 movies.
Okay, 25 movies.
And all of them are interconnected, and the storylines all run together. There's shows now. There's, like I said, 25 movies. Now there's shows, and they're just going to keep on going. The movies aren't over. Now they're in phase 4. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep going. This is a saga.
Sounds like a corporate just machine
because
pumping out movies.
That's what you think, dude?
Pumping out just the same generic movies.
Right. Go back and watch those new Star Wars movies and tell me they're not dog shit.
I don't think you liked it because it had a strong female character lead,
It's got
and that's why I
nothing to
don't
do
think
with
you
it.
liked it.
Are you kidding me?
You didn't like Rey.
Adam.
You told me. You
Adam.
texted me. I got the text.
No. Okay, put it up. If you got it, put it up.
I will.
Second, Adam, who's the bad guy in Star Wars?
Which one?
In all of them.
In all of them?
Yeah.
Who's the bad guy in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Emperor Palpatine.
So he's been the bad guy.
From the beginning.
From
the
exactly.
puppet
But
master.
Didn't he die like 11 times? Didn't they kill him off?
Can't
Didn't
kill pure
Anakin kill him?
Can't kill pure evil,
Right.
bro.
Right.
Can't do it.
You can't kill him. No, they just made a bunch of clones of him, and that's who's been running the show. Is that not? Tell me that's not the dumbest ending of a movie you ever saw. To not even just a dumbest ending of a movie, but that was the ending to that whole 9-film saga, right? Tell me that wasn't dog. Tell me in your heart of hearts that you think that ended good.
Look me
They
in the
had
eyes.
J.J.
Look me in the
Abrams
eyes. Look me
come
in the
in to
eyes.
try to save him. Couldn't even do it.
Look at me
And
in the
J.J.
eyes.
Abrams doesn't make anything bad.
Look me in the eyes. I
I'm
didn't feel that way.
You're so you can just lie.
I don't
because
lie.
you're pure evil. You are Palpatine, piece of shit Palpatine.
Can't be killed, bro.
Adam, the way they wrapped up the characters in the Marvel universe, the ones that are wrapped up now, perfect. Captain America finally got to go back and live the life as he was supposed to live it, with the love of his life, right? Now they're gonna keep these movies going. They're only getting better.
All right, gentlemen. Make your final statements, and we'll wrap this up here. This is the final point for the game here. This is going to decide it.
So what I'll say is this: the entire time we've debated here, all Paul did was shit on the topic that I had, the thing that I was for.
Again, you need to be defending your topic.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing I did.
Oh, I thought we were talking about recapping the whole thing.
No. Just we'll get there.
Okay. Like I said, for me, it just comes down to this: it is a generational movie. I watch it with my dad. I watch it with my son. My son will watch it with his son.
No.
Yes.
He won't.
Please don't interrupt me. This is my time.
Paul.
It is like I said. It is a generational movie that has awesome character development, a fantastic story. You okay? And
Awesome character development.
see, it just keeps interrupting.
Hey, guy.
And it's
Dude,
and it's
come on.
You had your chance.
Come on.
and it's It's for me just something that you can watch over and over again with your family, and you'll just you love the movie. So.
Your family hates you.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Adam, that was
hey,
great.
Adam,
Thank you.
If it's
That was
so
great.
good, how come your Star Wars Blu-rays have been here for over a year?
Because
How often are you watching it with you and Liam? If my
I
Blu-rays
have
are
Disney
here?
Plus, bro. I just watch it all the time. Me and him have watched all 9.
No.
4 times.
You're so full
Swear
of
to God.
shit. That listen,
Promise you.
if that's true, let him just come live with me because that is fucking torture.
Again, you're not defending your opinion. You're just shitting on me.
That's my job is right now to shit on you because
Thank
that's
you.
how a rebuttal works.
Thank you, Adam. That was great.
Go
Paul?
fuck yourself.
Paul?
Listen,
No, we'll take a point off for that.
nobody no other movie saga, as you called it,
Sega.
no other movie Sega has ever done what the Marvel Universe has done over so many movies, developing so many characters over more than a decade. It took
Little flimsy though because they had a lot of comics to pick and choose from, right?
for sure.
Wasn't this all coming from
Yes, but every
Lucas's
but these
imagination here?
movies,
one guy?
One guy.
All that?
He had Stan Lee.
you
Right,
think
everything.
George Lucas wrote the first 3.
He's the mastermind behind
He
all
fucked up the second 3 and then had somebody else come in to make the third 3.
I don't think he fucked up the second 3.
You don't
Whoa,
think
whoa,
so?
whoa, whoa, whoa. Continue.
You interrupted me. Guys.
Continue. Continue
Phantom
with
Menace?
Yeah.
Young Anakin?
100% dog shit.
Come on, guy.
100% dog shit.
Okay.
How come the Jedi mind tricks don't work on the little flying guy?
I don't know.
We don't know. Character development, right?
Anakin Skywalker. That's my impression.
Hey, if Anakin loved his mom so much,
Mm-hmm.
how come he never went back in all those years?
Well, the space is a big place, bro.
What do you mean?
It's just not easy to.
They literally fly all over space like it's nothing, Adam.
I don't know, man.
All right, guys.
Okay,
I'm
Marvel-
calling it. I'm calling
Okay.
it. Paul, again, you had a difficult time staying on your topic. All you could do was shit on Adam's
I didn't do that on the
topical-
Marvel one.
For most of it.
Aren't I trying to debunk what he's saying?
Yeah, but you need to bring up a point and then use that point to say why his is bad.
Well, I'm not a master debater.
Well,
I
Hey,
just do this
we're
part time.
trying.
This is our first time master debating.
Adam, you had some very strong points there. They kind of tug at the old heartstrings.
And that's what Star Wars is to me.
Yeah.
It's emotional.
It's great.
It's here.
So I'm gonna have to give the point to Paul because it made way more sense.
Thank you, Nick.
So tie game, boys. And I came up with something that you're gonna
Oh,
like
God, I
for the
don't like this.
tiebreaker.
Uh-oh. Fist fight to the death.
Yes. Please.
How about
I'll
a
take
little
that.
over the top arm wrestling
Okay.
We're going to arm wrestle?
right here in the stable?
Let's do it. All right.
Adam's going to beat me because his arm's longer, but sure.
Is that really what we're going to do? Arm wrestle?
Is that bad?
No, we can do it.
I mean, have you done this before?
Over
Arm
the
wrestle?
top? What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Are you kidding?
Stallone?
I don't.
Oh, my God.
Let's do it.
Hey, who typically wins in these arm wrestling matches?
Adam.
Why?
Because his arms are this much longer than mine.
How many times have you arm wrestled him and lost?
A handful.
Yeah. I don't.
A lot. Have you ever won?
I don't know.
It's
It's not like we
that's
arm
that
wrestle every
fun,
day
then.
or anything. Yeah.
I don't remember the last
I
time
do
we've arm
believe Adam
wrestled.
will beat me.
We'll see
in
how
it.
exciting this is, and if it sucks, we'll cut it and do something else.
We're not cutting it. I'm going to win. It's going to be so boring.
This match is unbelievable. It's all consequence. Big shit! What a move by Bill Hurley! He has Rick Harper down! Rick Harper's in trouble! Harper's in big trouble! Down! All right, all of a sudden, here we go! The coach making it! Look, standing right now. This match has been going on for ladies and gentlemen. It's all going to boil down to who wants it. Maybe Bull Hurley is just too strong. Maybe he's just too strong. It looks like Rick Hawk's in big trouble right now. Bull Hurley is under attack.
What will